It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in tonight's battle.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Throwing from the outset is Penix. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long.
Check, Panther. Smash.
Operating from the gun, Penix. And complete to Drake London. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Let's go now.
There for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And bulldozing his way through. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. He not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out come the Eagles for the first time, and the man in charge at quarterback in his 5th year now, Jalen Hurts.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Slot man moves right. Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they go instead with Barkley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. You talk about this Falcon defense. And they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better.
63.
Get to that number 1 spot.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And this will be stopped Eagles had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses. Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Great, set. No touch.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
You look at this Eagle defense. Well, they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Let's go.
And looking to throw, Penix. They'll find the cloud on the right side complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That goes for a gain of 31. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Here's Penix. Into the hands of London. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Here we go.
To the air, Penix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure there already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the 1st down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Darnell Mooney. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I looked at that Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Tiger Hornet. No touch that. No touch.
Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Dotson in motion right. Here's Hurts to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
No touch that. No touch.
Out of the shotgun, they roll it quickly. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle to Kentavious Street, the product of NC State. Here's 2nd and 10.
Yanni. No touch.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Crowd left Yanni. No touch.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep, Ray McLeod. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken to the 13. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Falcon football. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Steelers, and they lead this one as well as they start here 1st and 10.
Go.
Penix working out of the gun here. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith, his 2nd sack of the night. Found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance and making the most of it? Did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the
pass interference.
Is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th.
Automatic 1st down.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well.
Okay, ready?
Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Let's go now.
Now Penix. Finding Pitts running the slant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
They'll throw with Penix. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw, Penix. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw again is Penix. Nowhere to go. He lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one, so you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in number later on.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Eagles offense back out getting set for this next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Alpha, alpha, alpha.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
That's a drive killer right there. Now they're really confident through with it. This one's kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll go play action here with Penix. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Alert!
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 26. The 71 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. On the bootleg is Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And the conversion and more than that. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Okay, break. Set.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Michael Penix, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully
everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Falcons are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Coup for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. This short throw caught by Goddard. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. You're the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Back to throw now on 1st down. To Barkley on the check down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now 2nd and 3.
Don't touch that. Hey, Silver. Don't touch that.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Great.
So we have reached halftime now with a visiting. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Don't touch that.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, easy, 63, bad. Delta.
They'll look to throw here. And that's incomplete. Now, before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got Smith here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. What good hands there defensively. That's second down.
Good, set. Delta.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Hurts. They'll get this out to Berkeley complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Great, set.
Dotson in motion right.
Delta.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Complete. Smith has it. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
Delta, set. Delta.
Back to throw again. And this has caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Divine Diablo.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
To the air, Penix. Got a man, it's London.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And this will be caught by Moody.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 17 more on that one and another first down.
And that's patience to be admired right there because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
First and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
They created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
Let's go now.
And looking to throw, Penix. Buying time to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Come on, set. Set, go.
Here's Penix. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
No turn, set.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And this one complete to Smith. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
And Devontae Smith certainly knows how to find the open areas on the field, and he grabs another one for a first down. Coming off his second straight year in which he passed 1,000 yards, undeniably one of the best young receivers in the game. 81 catches in 2023. Not bad considering A.J. Brown's on the other side of the field. Jalen Hurts has plenty of guys to throw the ball to.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey! No touch.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out, and as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Koo now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing his Hurts. Running free at the 45. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
No touch it. No touch.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
It's caught. Smith. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Dotson in motion right.
On 1st down, and drop to throw. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. They'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Falcons will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Despite the 4th quarter, that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock,
They start on the ground with Robinson here.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, sack.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Robinson with another carry.
And down he'll go at the 25.
89 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Hey, Rocco switch.
Robinson up the middle. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations with the extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Check, Panther, smash.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Nolan Smith showing some burst there to catch him behind the line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back.
2nd and 12.
They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. And he gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Koo knocks this one through the post,
and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Great, set. Hey!
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Hey!
They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
73.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
No touch that. No touch.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Falcons, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.